Okay, so allow me to talk about Carnaval in Brazil. The raw truth about the Carnaval in Brazil. Okay, it's our biggest festival. A lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. But it comes down to the roots of our culture. But the truth nowadays is that it's just a piss fest. Even people that love it, and I've been to it many times, okay, I'm not a hater. I've been to the Carnaval in Olinda, I've been to the Carnaval in Recife, Olinda, and Salvador, and I've been to the Carnaval in many other places before in my life, okay? I have already enjoyed the party many times. But the truth is, you're in for a piss fest, okay? You are in to smell thousands and thousands of people crammed together, pissing all over the streets. Okay, there are some fun jokes, there are some fun stuff to do in the Carnival in here. Okay, there are some good music, there is bad music. I mean, there is terrible taste music in here, and you will probably end up in one of those places. If you don't know many people in here, they will probably drag you into the places that have really bad music. I'd like to say that only if you know the right people, you will be in for some good music, some really nice instrumental batuque, you know, if you know what I mean. I'm not talking about the industrialized canned music, you know, the mainstream stuff. And the reality is that you will be in the streets, crammed together with a lot of people. There will be piss all over everything. The smell of the streets are pure piss. I mean, Olinda was beautiful. The people in there are nice, but come on, guys. Even the people that like the stuff will have to admit that it smells like piss. And there is the drug problem. There is the violence problem, because people know that there will be a multitude of people in the streets, and the criminals, they know that it's already a tradition that you get mugged and robbed in Carnaval, okay? If you go out with your cell phone during Carnaval, you will be mugged, okay? That's if the worst doesn't happen to you, okay? And there's all sorts of crimes that happen. I cannot say all of the stuff that happens because probably the reach will be cut off, and I'm really trying to grow this channel. So yeah, that's the truth and only the truth, so help me God, okay, about Carnaval. If you want a better experience in Carnaval, okay, try not to go to the most common places that everybody goes. Okay, go to smaller cities, go to smaller places. Maybe you'll have a chance to get close to, we call it blocos, you know, those, there are different parties happening in different places of the city at the same time, you know, and in some of those places you can find good music. But if you go to a rural environment, you will have the best experience, I promise you. Maybe the music will be the mainstream canned industrialized stuff. I mean, in the town center and stuff. But if you go to a rural area and you enjoy being closer to nature, that will be better for you. And also, one thing about the Carnaval is that the prices go up abruptly. If you come to Brazil in any other time besides Carnaval, you're going to pay fair prices for stuff. I mean, yeah, kinda, because people will even if you speak Portuguese fluently, you open your mouth and people will realize that you're a foreigner, and they will try to extort you of your money, all right? But in Carnaval, during Carnaval, that's the worst time you can come here because of that. The prices, you will be paying more for the inn, you will be the pousada, right? The hotels. You will be paying more for the food. You will be paying more for the beer on the streets. You will be paying more for everything. You cannot relax and think that you're all safe because there's less people. No, you're not. But it's safer than in the urban centers. I know many people didn't have a problem in here. Many people that come here don't have this problem with the violence, with crimes, with the bad music, with the good music. Many people don't complain at all about it. Okay, they enjoy their experiences, but that's because they were, I won't say lucky, but it happens with a lot of people. Do you think that the media will tell you the statistics of what happens here? Do you think the media will tell the truth to the world? That crime happens with a lot of foreigners in here as well. A lot of bad things happen to foreigners in here as well. I have experiences with that. Bad ones, good ones, and bad ones. Okay, but anyway, if you go to Rio, São Paulo, Salvador, in any really big capital urban center in the Northeast as well, be careful. Fear for your life. Okay, I'm serious. And don't go out in the street with your cell phone. Just buy a burner phone, one of those old models that will be really cheap. Call people if you get lost from your group. Okay, and besides that, if I forgot anything, if you want to complain about me telling you the truth, just write it down in the comments. We'll discuss that or not. I mean, there is good music in here, of course. Samba, the original samba. Pagode is also really great music because it's mostly instrumental. But the majority of stuff that you will hear in the streets is really garbage, okay? And like I told you, the original sambas are great. There are many consecrated songs in here from different times, okay, since the beginnings of it to the more modern stuff. But and the pagode as well, there are some really great groups like Raça Negra, and the samba is it has kind of two variations. There is the very old stuff, like the original sambas, and there is this kind of samba that is made for the schools of samba, right? For the how do you call this, man? When there is like a parade, right? It's like made for the parades of Carnaval, okay? Carnaval. I don't know why I say it with a foreigner accent sometimes. I'm just trying to make you understand that, I guess. And even though there is great music in here, Brazil is known for its bossa nova, right? Brazil is known for the samba and some other great music styles as well. Brazil is really strong on heavy metal as well and other kinds of music. But in Carnaval, it's not easier to find that, okay? What you will mostly hear in the streets is just plain straight garbage. That's the truth, man. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you the truth, okay? This is the truth. And many Brazilians will agree with me as well. Everyone's got a taste. We have a saying in Brazil that taste is like the you know what? Because everyone has one, okay? Everyone has a different nuance inside of their own minds. And I don't know, man. Maybe you'll come here and you'll love the canned industrialized stuff, okay? In the northeast of Brazil, you'll find forró, which is also a great music style that we have in here. It's regional to Nordeste, to the northeast, but it's the whole country celebrates that style as well. Okay, everywhere in Brazil you'll find good forró music, and there's also baião, which is kind of similar, but I'm not getting into the musical aspects of it. And there's also the maracatu in Recife, Olinda. You'll find really good music in there. The maracatu is awesome. It's very different from the forró. It's a completely different rhythm, all right. And the coco, also in northeast, you'll find the coco, which is kind of like the origins of samba, when the slaves would play their instruments made of coconuts and other organic materials, right? And the samba comes from the coco. If I'm talking BS here, please correct me if you're a musician and you know better, but I'm pretty sure that the samba comes from the origins of the samba is the coco music, okay? It is a kind of style in which the audience was challenged by the band playing to repeat after what they were saying, you know, and it's really fun. It's great style of music. I enjoy coco very much, and the maracatu is just wonderful. They have really cool allegories that go in the parades as well. I'd like to say I prefer the allegories, the parades in the northeast of Brazil better than the ones in Rio, okay, than in São Paulo, the parades in São Paulo and Rio. I think it's so much better, but that's, again, it's just my opinion, it's just my taste, and everybody has their own taste, okay? But if you come to Brazil here for the Carnaval, please just be safe, okay? Don't get too smashed on booze, because it's hot in here during Carnaval. It's still summer, okay? You will get dehydrated, and that's not very cool. Don't get too smashed on alcohol and you know, other drugs, man. Try to have a sane conscience in here, okay? Know what you're doing at all times, okay? Be looking out over your shoulder, okay? Protect yourself, protect your family, especially if you're in a very jammed up area with thousands of people going in the streets. If you take these precautions seriously, you'll have a great time, like I did many times in here as well. And I just hope you have a great time, man or woman. Please just be safe, okay? It's not a place for you to be joking around too much, okay? So